work event for the first time since pre-pandemic. Do I look professional enough? Do I look like I know what I'm talking about? We're pairing it with this black coat number, a black bag, very black. The top is from Dynamite, the pants are from Dynamite. These are the Yasmin straight leg pants. I think they're really nice. I'll have them linked below. And this top is really unique because it has a zipper here, so it cinches in, which thank goodness, because otherwise you would not be able to get the top off, but it allows it to cinch in. And the most frustrating part about this top was putting these buttons on by myself. That was tricky. I'm heading to an event with my network, and it's the first time we've done this since 2019. So it's a little weird, but it's gonna be good. I just feel like it's so strange to get ready for work like this, because usually at this hour, it's 9:30, I'd be at my computer just in probably leggings or something. Taking deep breaths. I'm such an ambivert. I think that's the middle, where I love socializing, but I also love alone time. But I just feel like because this is the first work event that I've done in a really long time, I'm feeling some extra nerves for a variety of reasons, but I'm gonna have a good time. I think this will be really good. I don't think it's a huge group either that's getting together. You just love random anxious moments that come into your life. It's okay. I did a meditation this morning. I'm going into it just gonna have fun. That's all this is about. Enjoying some socializing time with people in my industry, which is great. This is okay, right? I don't know. Not that you can answer me, but anyways, I gotta go. The event ended up being so good. It was great to meet new hires that my agency had brought on that I hadn't had the chance to meet in person. I always admire the slide when I'm at Chorus Building too. I've never gone down it, but it's a mission to do that one day. There were familiar and new creator faces there, so it was great to just chit chat with people that do the same thing that I do. And then after the event, I decided to make the walk from the Chorus headquarters to Union Station so I could hop on the subway and just enjoy the city. I will take any opportunity that I can to walk around and people watch. The next night, Maddie came over with some fresh pasta and pasta sauce from St. Lawrence Market, which I haven't gone to St. Lawrence Market and picked up fresh pasta before, but they do it right, so it's on the to-do list. We ended up watching The Nightmare Before Christmas and the new Hocus Pocus movie, so I think I'm officially in a spooky state of mind. Every vlog I'm in like a new attire, but I might be overdressed right now with this jacket. It's 18 degrees. I think I'm gonna be warm, but this one does have holes in it. Can you see that? I don't know. Yeah, there we go, airflow. So I think that should be good, and I'm gonna pair it with the indigo tote bag. And I really just want to go to the house just to get out of the house. The fall leaves are changing. I had a really successful work week. Yesterday I put out the video where I shared my decision to end the Plan With Me, the monthly Plan With Me videos. Being on YouTube for as long as I have been, I don't usually get nervous, like that terrified pit in your stomach nervous about posting anymore. Of course, there are certain videos where I'm like, oh, I wonder if they'll like it or not, but the nerves of posting a video have kind of like faded away. But this is the first time in a long time where I put a video, scheduled it in the morning, and my eyes kept looking at the clock. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't think I was expecting everyone to react poorly to it, but I just knew that once I did that, it's done, and I've like committed to changing things up, which I think is always like a bit of a terrifying prospect, the actual step of saying, okay, we are making a change, because you can think about it all you want, but once you actually do it, it can be a little bit of a different experience. Oh, maybe I'll roll these up. Does this look weird? I guess that's what it's meant to be for, is so that you can do that. But so many of you have been leaving such sweet comments saying things like, oh, I started watching you for bullet journaling and I've stayed for so much more, and that just means a lot, because as I mentioned in that video, there was a time where even posting a vlog like this, which is something I love doing now, would have been just not as received as well or with as much enthusiasm, and I really feel like the channel has balanced out a lot, which made me feel at peace kind of making a change like this. And like I said, more planning content still happening. I'm obviously not going to get too deep into it. If you want to watch the whole explanation, you can go check out that video, but thank you so much for the support on this one. It just has warmed my heart today, and I just feel like because I'm feeling the love, I just want to go and spread good energy, I guess. I don't know. I also need to do errands, so it's really not all puppies and rainbows. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it in this week's vlog, but in a future vlog, I'm going to talk about a purchase that I made today that I'm so pumped about. And I got a sick deal on it. Oh, stay tuned. Probably the next like vlog I do, you'll hear me chit chat about it. I don't know. Once it gets here, we'll discuss. I'll share the deets. Oh, I feel like I need rings or something. Yes. Later that night, I headed out to drinks with some friends, and afterwards we walked around the city to see the Nuit Blanche displays. Once a year, Nuit Blanche takes place from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., where you can see a ton of art all throughout the city. It's a really great way to incentivize yourself to just see the city at night. Obviously, also to see some great art and just to be around people. The energy was good. Got groceries delivered. Stone mill quinoa flax bread. I feel like this is a nice fluffier option if you like the stone mill breads. Zucchini, rosemary, cherry tomatoes, blackberry bubbly. I really want to try this flavor, but I don't want to commit to a whole case, so I got it in a can. Primo pizza sauce, cheese, pizza dough, pasta. Wait a second. Why is there not more pasta in here? I thought I got 3 boxes. I'm gonna have to inquire about that. Some russet potatoes. No, I'm missing my pasta and my eggs. This is a bit of a disappointing grocery haul. I also got a case of cherry bubbly. Haven't gotten this in a bit, but I'm missing things. That rarely happens, actually. For the amount of times that I do online grocery shopping, I rarely have issues like that. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna have to go get eggs. Oh, but earlier in the day, that's what I was gonna say, I made a trip to Italy and I got the 2 best fresh pastas ever. It is the panzotti con rucola e limon, so ricotta and lemon. And this one is the ravioli di fungi, which is mushrooms. I need to eat these within the next couple days, which will be no problem. I'm actually gonna show you on camera how I like to prep like a sauce for them. I say this because you'll see. It's not really a sauce. Just realizing how much that defeated the purpose of me saving time today. It's pasta night. My water is starting to boil. I love that I'm showing you a piece of pasta like it's a beauty product, but this is my lemon ricotta ravioli. And this will take 3 to 4 minutes boiling to cook, and then it's done. Fresh pasta cooks so quickly, but I'm telling you, if you take anything away from this week's video, I like to think there's always a takeaway. Go find somewhere that makes fresh pasta and treat yourself, because wow, it's so different than making dry pasta at home. It's elevated, it's scrumptious, and if you find somewhere that they use really good quality ingredients, it just makes it so worth it. It's definitely more expensive than dry pasta, but as like a nice treat, it's a great option, and it's definitely going to be less expensive than ordering fresh pasta from a restaurant. So you're kind of getting somewhere in the middle there. I'm going to use my caraway pan to make a sauce. Really, I'm just going to melt butter, adding garlic, some chili flakes, garlic powder, black pepper, and letting it sizzle a bit. This is unsalted butter, and I like to take about a tablespoon because you're making a sauce. It's got to be saucy. Start the melting process. My water is boiled. Okay, here we go, guys. Salt my water. Oh my god, that's way too much salt. Okay. Do you want to see the process? Sure you do. It's pasta. We're excited about pasta here. In we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get this going. Butter, butter, melt, butter, butter, melt. I had a heavy filming day today. I was doing like a ton of batch TikToks and Reels. Trying to really step up my game on Reels and TikToks so that it's more in line with what I do on the channel, in the sense that the same topics get covered, because I feel like it's so easy to kind of just be in the moment with those platforms. But strategy is important. Okay, so I like to go crazy with my garlic. I add quite a bit. Maybe it's not so crazy. It's probably 3 cloves, 2 cloves. This will just lightly coat the pasta. I'll add a little bit of pasta water too. You just want to keep this going so that the garlic doesn't burn, because then it becomes not so yummy tasting. I'm feeling the pressure. My pasta is almost done. How much time is left on the timer?
You have 50 seconds left on the timer.
50 seconds left. Okay. Grabbing some of that pasta water. Now I just coat it. If I had some fresh lemon, I'd also grate some lemon peel into this. Maybe add a little bit of Parmesan, but I don't. I truly think simpler is better in this case because it just allows me to focus on the lemon. I'm a big lemon fan. Look at this expert move right here. Da, 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 da. It might not look like much, but this is gonna be delightful. I don't know if we've discussed this yet, but I've noticed it getting darker earlier, which is fine, except I know once the time change happens, it's gonna be not so fine. I'm already starting to try and think of what can I do this year to just help me get through the darker season a little bit better.
So we want to know.
Yeah. I mean, these we feel are people in real time, okay?
A few weeks ago when I got the Monster Mash and Count Chocula cookies. Gotta say, Frankenberry, or did I say Monster Mash? Frankenberry. The Frankenberry does taste like Frankenberry cereal. We really went from classy Italian to dinner to monster cookies. Real quick. This fall we're having is very strange. It is very warm today, so I'm making an iced coffee, but I'm gonna try and make it a pumpkin spice iced coffee, but mostly with oat milk, because if I put this as my latte, it would be so overpoweringly sweet. Wow, overpoweringly is a hefty word. I feel like I've talked a lot about hydrating in a wine glass, but I just had this epiphany today that I'm like, why can't I do coffee in a wine glass? What's stopping me? Nothing. Nothing. I've got a shot of espresso here. This is the cold brew version from Nespresso. Give it a little stir. And I'll top it off with the pumpkin creamer. The excitement is there. Okay, it doesn't taste like Starbucks's cold brew, but it's kind of there. Whoa, this is so good. Big fan. I'm gonna do this more often. Coffee in a wine glass, because why not? Why not? I've made that joke before, but still slaps. All I have you here, I think this is one of the most exciting visits to the P.O. box in quite some time. I know what this is, and I just have a smidge of a hint of what's in here. This first package I'm starting with is the one that you're going to think is the best package of the two, but I am arguably more excited for the green one. I think it'll make sense in a little bit. Don't get me wrong though, very excited about this one too. Oh yeah, it's the new iPhone that just came out, so it will be replacing my iPhone 12. To be honest, I don't think there's gonna be huge differences between these two phones. The noticeable difference I did with this phone is I upgraded my storage. I think I got the 256 instead of the 128 because I am shooting a lot more 4K. I'll probably have regrets about not even going a little bit step further, but I also pay for iCloud, so I feel like this combined with iCloud, it will be fine for me. I thought it'd be fun to unbox it, set it up together. We'll do that in this vlog, just make it cash. It was an unexpected surprise today though, because there was delays in getting this from my carrier. So you saw the phone and you're like, Keelan, how is that not the best thing that you got today? Well, guys, this is the first time I've received, I believe it's the first time, no, for sure it's the first time, I have received PR from Starbucks. I received the email about them wanting to send me something and I'm like, oh, you can send me whatever you want, and I will be a happy gal. So my prediction is that coffee is in here. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and think that that's what's going down. Oh, this is so nice. See, I know I'm biased because I love Starbucks so much, but I feel like this is solid PR. It emphasizes the fact that we can now bring reusable cups to your local Starbucks and have them make your drinks in them, so you can get a 10-cent discount on any beverage. 2 gift cards for me to share with a friend. Coffee's on me this weekend, Mom. They sent over some of their Thanksgiving blends, which is great because I can use this in my French press. Notes of candied pecan and sage. Come on, folks. Stephen of Lloydstrom 1917. I love Lloydstrom 1917. It's actually very convenient that they sent these from the Noda brand by Indigo because I've never given these a shot. And a cute little tote bag. Oh. Needless to say, a huge thank you to Starbucks Canada for sending this my way. I feel like as a coffee lover, tote bag lover, journaler, it doesn't really get much better than this. So pretty. Okay, let's take this phone out of the box. I just feel like the best part of the Apple experience is unboxing things because their packaging always is so good. Oh wow, those cameras look like they come out quite a bit. I think my last two iPhones have been the silver iPhone. I know they came out with the purple one this year that I was debating on. Honestly, if this year they would have had the green, I probably would have done green, but the purple wasn't speaking to me. And honestly, I like the brightness look of this back. It also comes with a USB-C to lightning port charging cable. And this is just some instructions, the classic Apple sticker. It's gonna take some time for this data transfer to happen. I'm just gonna let it do its thing and then enjoy it. I should go see if I have an old case though. I just tried to add my iPhone 12 case to my new phone. It does not fit. I don't know why I thought it would. It looks exactly the same, but they're not. Their dimensions are way different. So I need to buy a case ASAP and a screen protector ASAP. I ended up ordering a case with same day delivery because I'm just too nervous holding this phone. I want to play around with this home screen. I currently have this amazing photo of my grandmother on there. Oh, I can add widgets. Okay, I'll add my fitness app, the weather, alarm, Gmail. Now I've got my grandmother on there with these great widgets at the top. Honestly, I'm just excited for this phone based on a content taking perspective. I love getting that upgrade in camera quality, and I do think there are some significant steps up. This is cinematic video mode. Look how beautiful that is, that blurry background. Very good for vlogging for certain b-roll shots. I use my phone a lot when I'm trying to get b-roll. That's kind of fun. It's a little finicky, so it'd be for very specific shots though. It's 6:30 right now. I ordered this at 4:30, so in 2 hours. I bought something on the internet and it came to my front door, and that is so strange. They do charge a little premium for that, but I cannot hold this phone or do anything with it right now. So this case was necessary. I ended up picking up this silicone case. It's in the color Succulent. I'll have it linked down below. There we go. Life is good again. Glass screen protector comes tomorrow and then we're good to go. I always feel like those two things you need to get dealt with right away. The most exciting thing just happened. I went to go set up my belt bag with my wallet and stuff, and I opened the back zipper, which I never open, and I found $40. That's some fun right there. And you know what I'm gonna do? Put it right back in there for a future me to find again. I just finished taking out the trash, which was a whole event, and now I'm pretty much ready for my dad to get here. I had to move all the cushions off the couch and into my bedroom because we're uninstalling my AC today. My apartment, even without having drafts from an open airway like an AC unit, there's always like some gaps that you can't close. Even without the AC in the winter, it can get really cold in here on like the -30 days because it's an older building and insulation just isn't as good. So it's much better to just take this out during the winter and reinstall it in the spring, summertime. See what I did here? I don't like bugs, what can I say? Oh, this is coming off a lot smoother than expected. Wow, shout out to duct tape. It really made the seal so tight this year, and it's not ruining anything. What? I love duct tape. Good morning. I'm now at my parents' place, and for the first time in I think such a long time, I am in this house alone. Everyone is out and about today, so I get to do work alone, which I'm very used to because I live alone, but it's weird to be doing it alone in this house because usually there's always someone around when I'm here. Not complaining though. I spent my morning doing a little bit of reading. I didn't bring my nonfiction book with me this weekend, so I'm reading a fiction one right now called The French Kiss by Lauren Landish. It's got spicy Devil Wears Prada-esque romance vibes. The main character is an aspiring fashion designer, and she's in this competition with some other girls for a fashion competition at a big designer house, and one of the judges and heads up of the designer house is someone she's got her eyes on. Just a fun one. And another fun one that I read recently that I feel like if you've been on Book Talk, you probably heard all about is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. And it's about a hockey player and a figure skater who don't quite get along. They end up having to, due to certain circumstances, share a skating rink, and it puts them in each other's path a lot. And you know, that's all I need to give you. Whenever I read figure skating books, I always think about Tessa and Scott, the Canadian figure skaters, the famous Canadian figure skaters. This one has less of those vibes, but whenever figure skating comes up, yeah, I think of those too. Ooh, there is this book. Okay, hold on one second. Bouncing off last week's discussion about me shifting to a new planning method, my mom has been reading this book, and learning about this new concept that I have been seeing pop up on the internet. The concept is a second brain, and this book is called Building a Second Brain, a proven method to organize your digital life and unlock your creative potential by Tiago Forte. What I understand of my brief knowledge of the second brain, it's all about trying to get as much information that you keep stored out here or in here in your brain digitally organized so that you can let go of it and easily find it and blah blah blah. I don't know the exact mechanics of it all. I really want to read this book. I was hoping to steal it from her, but she is only halfway done, so we'll see. Maybe I'll pick up a copy myself. But if any of you have read this or are interested in me kind of deep diving into this concept, please let me know. I'm very curious about it. It's been a big discussion at my family's monthly investing meetings. We started talking about not just finances, but also like just general well-being and goal setting, like wealth in all areas of life, not just financially. So that was something that had come up. I don't think I'll be able to steal her copy, unfortunately. We'll see. Oh my God, I just opened it up and saw a quote from Ryder Carroll, the creator of the bullet journal. Reading this book feels like being let in on a secret, an absolute must read for anyone interested in personal knowledge management. If that's not a sign I need to read this book, I don't know what is. So I'll have it linked down below. And I'm kind of like anxious to get started ASAP. I have to make a visit to Indigo this weekend. I think now would probably be a good time to go get ready for the day. And then I'm gonna hang out at my spot on this side of the table. This is my office whenever I'm in town, is the end of the table. Whenever I'm working from home here, I always think about the pandemic because this literally became my office for 3 months. I also was able to add a screen protector to my case yesterday. So life is feeling a lot more secure. Okay, off to go get ready.
It's a sour taste in it. It's a sour taste. To be fooled again, honey. To be fooled again. Stole my heart and ripped it into pieces. Yes, you did. You know it's not the way I planned. No, it's not the way